Welcome back to Bee Loft by LipTech. Today is Tuesday, August 5th, and it's about 7 p.m. We're over here at the garden apiary. I'm just going to move these 3 hives into 10 frame deeps, and then probably put a medium on top of them to see how they are. We're getting ready to move these bees to the Brown County property, where we'll be setting up down there. We only have 1 hive there now, so we'll be adding to these 7. Or these 6, so we'll have 7 there. And then we also have 10 hives from the Madison apiary that we'll be moving soon also. But I'm just going to give you a quick peek into these hives, and we'll go from there. Okay, I'm going to do my best job to show you these frames before I move them into the box. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, so 25 frames, and these are mediums. So I want to put a deep box on top of this if I can. If not, I'll keep it in the mediums. I don't know if I mentioned it's 81 degrees Fahrenheit, 27 degrees Celsius. I always like giving our temperature in Celsius and Fahrenheit for people around the world. My buddy Kenny in Canada likes to send me pictures of his bees on his garden. I saw a hive beetle there real quick. So what we're going to do here is we're going to see what we got going on here. Probably should empty these frames out of this box. I have next to me here, just to have 2 empty boxes ready. Because I want to put the brood on the bottom of this box that we're getting set here. And then I'll put the honey frames in the other box. And we'll go from there. I've got 2 beetle traps up top here. Let's see if I can get those out. Without cracking one. I cracked one last week for the first time. Trying to pull it out this way. Somehow I got the leverage into it, or leverage, as they say in Pirates of the Caribbean. And it cracked the side of it. Went right through the side of the plastic. Let's just put those off to the side here. Looks like we got decent frames drawn here. Did a good job. Yeah, you can see there. We got half of that side and this whole side here. And I'm just going to move that form box. Trying not to knock these bees off here. I'm going to have to choose my best 20 frames. Put the extra frames into the other hives. I don't want this one to go through the winter with being a 5-framer stacked up, because I didn't think I lost 2 of the 3 that I had. That one's all nice. I'm going to put that on the outside. So a little bit of honey on the outside of it. We're just going to work our way down through this box, little by little. Hope you get caught up on these videos. I know Jordan's been doing the best job she can editing. I try to make them where I don't have to edit too much. It's pretty light. Let's see, again, decent amount of bees, no queen up here. Far left. So what I did is I put 1 frame to the far right and the other 4 to the left. But all these other frames are drawn, so I'm going to have to work my way through these. I'll shake these bees out of here. A little honey on the side of that one. Here's a frame that I definitely don't want to move over into there. Looks like they didn't draw much on it. So I'll probably set this one aside. And they drew a little bit there, but nothing on that side. So I'm going to stick this over here in this box. Let that one set aside. Now, I'm going to eliminate 4 more. A lot of bees in this box. Good amount of honey here. For winter, you definitely want the honey above the bees so they can work their way up. There's a nice cap side there. Uncapped here. It's expanded out a little bit because of that frame. So it's going to make it tight over here. So I'm going to put that on the far right. That's going to be my outside frame. And the other frame next to it isn't capped yet, so I'm going to have a fully capped source to the outside. There we go. Got some branches growing into me here. It would be nice if I would have cut those back first. But late in the day, kind of just want to get into this hive, get in, get out, get these transferred. Hopefully be home by 8 o'clock. Nice thing is I only live about 10 minutes from here. So nice, again, nice drawn frame there, fully capped. Leads to our checkerboarding. Probably could have harvested this, a couple of these frames. Did really well this year. You know, between the Danville Apiary, Mechanic Apiary. You know, that was a little disappointing. I only got 35 pounds from there, and I gave that back to the landowner because I really thought they would do better and draw more, produce more honey there. But I couldn't. You can't control what the bees produce. So. $10 a pound for honey. It's actually not a bad take, you know, $350. See what this one looks like. Another, well, I drew it out pretty well on this side. I don't so much on the other side. There's a little bit. I'm filling it up. Not too bad. I'm going to set that off to the side here for the moment. Leave that as a questionable frame. I'm going to pop this box off. Populating that box. Okay. As soon as we find some brood here, get that. You can see the bees here are eating the leftover honey that was between the frames. Oh yeah, here's our brood. Looking really good. I'm not going to worry about marking a queen today. If I find the queen, set that there, right in the middle. The next brood, it's going to be in the bottom box. Again, another great frame of brood. Looks like we had some queen cups down here at the bottom. I'm going to scratch those, eliminate them. I'm going to put this on the right side of this one. These have been pretty industrious this year. I like this I like these 5-frame nukes. These minis is what I like to call them. 5/5 medium frames. They do a real good job of drawing the comb out. You just have to get them into the right box before winter time. I need to check my bees for mites. I haven't checked them for mites yet. Concerns at home in the backyard apiary. I got a high mite load on one of the hives there. I'm going to put this up in the top. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. We got room for one more frame over there. Truck going by, nice and loud. I don't see any. We got another queen cup here. Drawn out, nothing in it. That's good. I'm gonna put this one up on top too, I think. Completes our top box, and we still have 11 frames left, so I'm going to have to use my best judgment here to cut down on these frames. Any frame that doesn't have lots of honey in it is going to have to go off to the side. This one's got a decent amount, but I'm going to stick it off to the side for now. Frame, shake it into there. So I'm going to adjust the camera now. Probably can cut the angle here. We'll go this way and give you more to see. Cut back in front here. So we got 10 frames left here. You only get room for 8. I really don't want to put a third medium on here. If I have to, I can, but I didn't bring enough. I was hoping to put a medium. I got 1, 2 mediums, 2 more over there, and I wanted to have a medium for these two, give them a little extra room. It'll all work out. It always does. Some larvae on this one. Put this right here in the middle. See the queen on that one. All our brood in the bottom and towards the middle. And if I have to, I can just put a deep box on top. And all that brood is looking really good. Both sides. Can't tell if they're uncapping this little spot right here, or if they're capping that, if they're pulling that one out. So another good frame of brood. All these together. They're starting to get a little anxious. Looking for the queen. I'll make sure I don't leave her behind or squish her or put her on the wrong frame or drop her. A whole bunch of things you can do using frames like this. Again, another great brood frame. So drop that right down here. That's 5 frames of brood. The next frame has here. Okay, this is a foundationless frame. just had a starter strip. And they've drawn it out okay. I'm looking for the queen. Let's see, it's not, I don't see the queen, so I'm going to take this frame out. And get four frames out of the way. I'm getting there. This one's got a lot of pollen on it, so I'm going to keep that frame. Looking for the queen. I'm going to put that one out here. Probably going to put a deep in the middle here, is what I'm going to end up doing. Put that shallow on top, and then in about a month or so, I'll move this box on top of the medium, or on top. Yeah, on top of the deep, and put the deep on the bottom. And see what happens. Let's see the queen in there. Now into the bottom. Let's see what we got. Hopefully we see the queen today. I don't think I marked her. There's larvae in here. Good chance the queen's on this frame. I don't see her. I'm going to move this frame over. I'm going to stick this one down in here. Alright. I'm looking for the queen on this one. See a lot of pollen on this, which is nice. A few drones. Two drones there. Shake this one off. I'm going to hold this one to the side too. And we're going to go. Not seeing the queen yet. Good amount of brood on this one. See it there. Is that our queen? It is. It's a very small queen. Nope. I don't think that's the queen. But I'm going to get that frame in here. Apart. Alright, so we're getting down to the nitty-gritty here. If that was the queen, I hope she just flew down here. That it was. Oh yeah, there's nothing on this one. Let's shake this one off. On the side. There's not a lot on this one either. Still looking for the queen. Said that was a weird looking. That was the queen. It was weird. It wasn't that long of an abdomen. Not much drawn on this one either. Shake that one off. That eliminates those. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I'm going to bring 2 frames back. Now this was a good one. It had good pollen on it. So we're going to stick that in here. Hive beetle. I'm going to crush those. I'm going to move those into the hive. Let's look through the frames here. Make sure the queen's not on the side. On the box, I should say. Brushing in. I did not see the queen, so hopefully I did get her over there. I'm going to get one more frame in here. Slide these over. Okay. 2 hive beetles at the bottom here. Crush those. Queen's not on this bottom board. Don't see her. Just keep it nice and clean. There's a few more beetles here that have not met this hive tool yet. Okay. Alright, there's these. Set that off to the side here. Alright, I need one more frame. With the most bees on it still. Tall. Lots of food on this frame. I'm going to stick that right in here. I'll put some beetle traps in. Probably have to feed this hive for winter, but that's okay. Smoke here. I have to refuel my smoker, but I'm going to pause you for a minute. We'll be right back. Okay, so I ended up putting the deep in the middle there, so the honey's up top. Later on, I'll end up moving that bottom box to the middle here, put the deep down. Let's see, I had the smoker going here for a second. There we go. Gentle smoke. Get these bees off the top here. Use the Reflectix as my inner cover again. Brush them off the edge here. Brush. These are a bit more anxious. That's okay. This corner here. There we go. And these off the top. Slide this in slowly. There we go. It can be kind of difficult to put this lid on. Keep the bees down below. There we go. Alright, we got that on, and we'll wrap it up. So I'm going to finish up with the other hives, but I'm going to leave you here. Thank you for watching Bee Loft by Liptak. We'll see you on the next video.